But if you are still worrying about trying to manage citations and references manually, so that is the session for you. And you should stop doing that right now. So in this presentation, I'll show you how to use Mendeley to optimize your citation management and referencing. And here, I would insist you to invest few of your minutes from now on learning how to use Mendeley, and you will never struggle with reference management again. So let's get started. Many questions might have come in your mind when you heard about this FDP and various topics covered by earlier experts. And now this session, citation management software, right? So what is citation management? And there are still further many questions, and I will try to address one by one each of them, right? So citation management software, also called as reference management software or a bibliographic management software, is basically stores a database of bibliographic records and produces bibliographic citations for those records. And all this basically needed in scholarly articles like research paper and PhD theses. So you might have come across, adding, references into your research article, manuscript, research papers, right? And then you might have tried adding it manually without using any software or citation management software, right? So that will all solve today, right? So we will explore everything in this presentation. What is Mendeley, how to download and use it, how basically Mendeley works, what are the steps involved in getting the web interface as well as desktop interface, how to organize and set your document library, research papers, which are available on, a lot of standard databases, including Scopus, Web of Science, Elsevier, and also you might have downloaded it from IEEE Explorer. So how you can add all these things into your Mendeley citation management software, and later how you can use it into your research paper. So I'll guide you, I'll let you know all the steps involved into it, and I'll show you basically how you can add your existing literature to Mendeley so that it will be ready for use in your documents. So you'll get to know many interesting things while writing your research articles thereon. So how to use Mendeley literature research functionality? That is the main topic, right? That is the discussion now onwards, and I'll try to focus on this part of the this FDP. So how to use Mendeley, how to use Mendeley importer, how you can grab data of web pages as well as from PDFs available on many literature databases, how you can manually enter references into Mendeley, how to refer or cite a related article, how to change the referencing tile, how to merge citations, and then how you can add literature pieces step by step into Mendeley into your document research article as well. And at the end, how you can generate the bibliography or references and complete your research writing. So that is what we will be trying to discuss today in this presentation or in this time. So let me start with the introduction. I have already highlighted what is Mendeley, but basically a reference management tool or software is used to store and organize references, generate citations and bibliography in some preferred style, which are recommended by the journal itself or the publisher itself accordingly. And this tool basically helps us to easily convert the referencing style, which will suit those publication requirements from the publisher or journals. So as you can see on the screen, there are some of the well-known reference management tools available, including BibMe, CiteFast, CiteLighter, EndNote has 2, EndNote and EndNote X9, EasyBeep, Zotero, and then Citation Machine, ProQuest, along with the Mendeley. It is one of the most popular and widely used citation management software by the researcher across domain as well. Then some of the things you might have come across again and again and again. What is citation? What are the citation styles available, and what are the suitable for your research article, and where to add, how to add references and bibliography. So as you can see, citation is a way of giving credit to individuals for their creative and intellectual works that you utilize to support your research, and as well as there you can also avoid the plagiarism. You just cannot copy and paste whatever the reference material you got relevant to your research, and you cannot just add into your research. right? You need to cite it, you need to reframe it, you need to rewrite it in your own way, and then accordingly you need to cite it as per the citation style. So citation can also be used to locate particular sources, and yes, it will help you the research community to fight the plagiarism. Citation style basically displays the information necessary for citation, and then how it can be further used in order in a particular format, right? References and bibliography. It provides the information necessary for readers to identify and retrieve each work cited in the text. So that is how it is helpful. As you can see, there are citation style APA, American Psychological Association. It is used mainly by education, psychology, and sciences, while modern language association style is used by the humanities. Chicago and Turabian style is generally used by the business, history, and fine arts. So where do you get such citation style? As I mentioned, if you would like to submit your research article in one of the well-known reputed international journal or conferences, they would provide you certain templates for writing your research articles. So according to those research template, you can write your research article as well as you can format your citation style. But these are the mainly used citation style like APA, MLA, and Chicago. So that will help you to understand what are the possible citation styles. Further, as I mentioned before, Mendeley is a citation management tool and it is freely available for everyone. So it offers you minimum 2 GB of free space on the cloud storage where you can add your document and later you can refer it into your research article. And it is also an academic social network that can help you to organize your research, collaborate with other researchers online, and discover the latest results. It is available on all major operating systems and in the form of web application, desktop application, and mobile application as well. And it is also supported by all the major browsers, right? So one of the, we will be having a demonstration, a hands-on in the later part of this presentation. So you will come across this where it can get supported. Mendeley also helps you to find many relevant research papers based on what exactly you're reading or what exactly research you are conducting. So it will help you to get the papers from the research databases mentioned before, right? The Elsevier, the Scopus, the SCI, or among many others, right? So it will also help you to manage the information sources, the article sources, and organize all those citations according to the citation style, whatever you follow or whatever is recommended for your research paper. It helps you to generate the references, citation, and bibliographies in a variety of different ways within just few clicks. So it helps you in that way. It will definitely save your time and effort. So how do you use Mendeley? How do you basically use it, right? So Mendeley comes in 3 forms. As I mentioned, it has a web interface. It also has a desktop interface and a mobile application. So this is how your desktop application will look like. Your desktop application combined with web application offers the most complete experience, which allows you to organize, collaborate, and discover the articles, and later helps you to add those references into your research work. And basically, you can have also Microsoft Word with the help of Mendeley citation plugin, and then you can add all those citation into your Word document when you will write your article. So that is basically you can cite when you write. That is how your web interface will look like. And it also offers you the ability to access your references on the go, and helps you to write notes, annotations on the research articles while you are writing it, so that you can refer later and save into your web interfaces as well. So these are the offerings from Mendeley. Mendeley interfaces, including the web. Specifically, I would say the desktop interface offers these features. These are really important features wherein you can see sync. The synchronization process basically helps your Mendeley data across devices. If you are using web interface, if you have added certain articles into your profile, so there you can see and get everything available on your desktop application offline as well. But at least you need to connect at once to the internet and get that sync downloaded on your local machine. But later you can sync offline as well, connect to the internet, sync it again, and then make it available online as well. So both way it will go on. So that is a really interesting and important feature if you would like to use and the different interfaces of the web. Then web importer. It's not just the research article you refer, right? You refer some surveys conducted by some private organization, government. You refer the reports prepared by the corporates, refer by banks, refer by many agencies, right? You refer many web articles also. What about the citation or references to such web articles, such web pages? So Mendeley Web Importer will help you in that way also. It helps you to add citation, the web citations into your research work as well. So that is an important feature of the Mendeley. You also get a citation plugin that you can install later on your Microsoft Word, and you can use that feature accordingly in your research article. So I'll be showing you this everything in the latter side, in the latter part of this presentation, how these things will work basically. Now I have divided this presentation topic into two parts, Mendeley Web and Mendeley Desktop. So if you can try, you can follow the steps along with me, and that will help you to understand from where you can get Mendeley, how you can install it, how you can start using it, how you can customize it as per your own requirement. So if it is possible to you, if you are sitting in front of your machine, you can try along with me. So let us start with the Mendeley Web first. So this is the website, their official website, mendeley.com. You can go to that www.mendeley.com, and just when the site gets open, download it, you can click on create account. When you click on create account, this interface will appear on the left side. You can see it will ask you to provide your valid email address. You need to provide it, and then click on continue. Once you click on continue, the next interface will come out. There, you need to provide your given name. Basically, it is a first name, family name is your is your surname, and then you can provide the values of the appropriate password. The guidelines are given below, and then just click on the continue. If everything is appropriate, your account will get created accordingly, and then you can see this screen on the right hand side of the slide. You can see. Once your account is created, your landing page will look like this. On the right top corner, you can see your name along with your photograph if you have set it accordingly. So you can click here to view your profile. This is how your profile will look like. Basically, when you create a Mendeley account, it helps it generate your profile at the time of account creation itself. But you can also add some extra information which will reflect your area of interest, your activity, your position, your institution, like this. And if you have an active account, that will also help other researchers to collaborate with you. You can also collaborate with them, or they can just get collaborated with you as well. Then the another feature is library. This is all about the Mendeley web interface. So there is a library section. You can click on this menu and see, you will be redirected here. Now, this is what I have added certain research papers already into my library. But if it is a very first time, you can see an empty space here, a blank space here. On the left hand side, you can see some button is given add new, where you can add the research articles, right, from the standard databases or from the local machine as well. Then following that, you can see the section available here that what are the different references you have added into your web library. So that is all references already highlighted there. Then you can see if you have accessed some resources recently, that is there. Then recently added, you can make some favorites. You can see the star. If you really like some literatures, then accordingly you can make it your favorite. And then you can see there are also two portions here, collections and groups. In the collections, you can separate all this research article as per your research interest or maybe research domain. Like if you are doing research on multiple themes, like in artificial intelligence, machine learning, agriculture, or some in some social domain in engineering. So accordingly, you can group or separate all your research articles here by adding new name. You can give the new collection name accordingly, as well as new group names to you. So it will help you to basically segregate everything, right, in at the initial stages, as well as Rajkumar Patil sir has also shown how he has created different folders to store his research or the referred research across the years, and it helps him to read and add such references into his present and future research as well. So basically, this is how your web interface will look like. Then if you click on add new, it will show you how you can add files or documents from your computer. You can add it manually as well, or you can import it from other libraries also, like BibTeX, EndNote, like I have shown some other softwares from you. There also you can export and import here. Then as you can see the difference, earlier there were no collections and group added. For illustrations, I have added some. I've added some collections like agriculture, AI, BI, machine learning. I can add more, it depends. And then I have added also certain groups, not visible on the screen. I'll show you later. But there I can also add some groups, like I'm writing research, I'm conducting research and writing my research articles, something like for UGC care publication or for conference or for my PhD or for some other work, right, for writing my thesis. So accordingly, I can group my research documents into that part. Then this is how you can see the collections I have added and the groups I have added. So accordingly, you can select the research article. You can see the square boxes, the check boxes in front of the different research articles. I can select few of them, any of them, all of them, and accordingly I can add them into a collection or a group. So that will later help you to check accordingly and read the article for my research work. The second part is Mendeley desktop. So now this part includes where I can get the desktop interface, the desktop application, right? Now, if you go to the Google and type just Mendeley, you get many links, official links also, and it will redirect you to the Mendeley reference manager. We don't have to get that. We have to get the desktop interface. I'll show you how to do it, and then you need to install it and start using it. Let's see. So you need to go to Google, type there Mendeley desktop, and click on the hyperlink. You need to check it. Where is the installer? You might get different results from your end, but you need to check where is the link, like Mendeley desktop. Some version number is there. It will get changing over the time, but yes, you can see an installer there and need to click there. When you click on the installer link from Google search, you will be redirected on this page. Your browser or Mendeley website will automatically recommend the best suitable Mendeley desktop interface for your operating system. So there you can click and get it on your machine. Once you download it, you can check in your download folder or wherever you have downloaded. From there on, you have to just locate the file and execute that exe file and start the setup wizard for Mendeley desktop installation. So that is how screen you will see when you will start downloading and installing your Mendeley desktop. Then this is how your Mendeley will look like at the very first appearance, when the very first time you will open it. But this is what the screen you show before adding any documents into your Mendeley desktop interface. As soon as you successfully install Mendeley desktop and start opening it, it will ask you to provide your credentials. So do you remember we have just created an account on Mendeley website? You need to provide the same credentials here, your email, which you have provided onto the Mendeley profile, and the password accordingly. And then you will log in into a Mendeley desktop application. And finally, your Mendeley desktop application will look like this. Now, if you look at this interface is divided into some parts. As you can see, the left part, the left panel, the middle panel, and the right panel. The left-hand panel basically allows you to organize and navigate all your documents which you will be adding into your Mendeley desktop application as well as on your web interface, right? And then you can see you can create folders, you can add folders, you can manage folders here as well. In the bottom part, as you can see, you can filter if you have added, over 100, 200, many research articles into your Mendeley profile. Then you can filter those articles by author name, by some custom tags which you will be creating. I'll show you how to create a custom tag in the later part. But that is how you can filter all these things, because you know that things will get messy over the time. You will add 10 articles, 20 articles, 100 articles, and over the time you will be adding many more. So things will get messy. To avoid all these things, you need to be very organized. So this is how Mendeley helps you to organize your document. As we have seen on the web interface also, you can organize it into groups and collection. Here you can add into some folders, subfolders, and accordingly you can filter it for further literature reviews. Then the middle portion, the middle panel, as you can see, helps you to get to know some details about your document, like what is the document, is it, have you read it, or it is still unread, or the year it got published, where it got published, when it was added, the time it got added into your Mendeley library and all. So you can see that information available in the middle panel. In the right panel, if you click on any particular document, if you just click, then that right panel gets populated, and then you can see on the right panel that it is a journal article or conference article. That type will be shown, its title along with the author details and some other details like what is the journal name, year, volumes, issue, its abstract, and the bottom portion also you can see where it is available, like website and some DOI also, document identifier, or ORCID. That information is also visible in the right panel somewhere at the bottom also, right? So that is how it will quickly give an information about what document basically you are referring, right? Even without opening it, right? So that is really helpful even before you open it. And there are other features also will go along with it, but that is how your Mendeley will look like at the very first, instance. Then how you can add documents into the Mendeley, that is the really important thing. So there are 8 possible ways how you can add documents to your Mendeley profile. May it be online or offline. Basically, these steps include both the interfaces, desktop and web interface. So I'll show you how to do it step by step. So how you can add it, you can add directly from the Mendeley Research Catalog. Not just from the Mendeley Research Catalog, you can add from Google Scholar, you can add from Scopus, Web of Science, or from other research platforms. Then you can also add it through web or desktop interface, add file menu or add folder menu. There are watch folder. This is really interesting feature of the Mendeley. There is a watch folder option available in the desktop interface, which will help you to automatically trace and add documents into your Mendeley profile. Then you can add it manually also, but that is a very tedious task wherein you have to add almost all document details by yourself. So hopefully you will not do it, you will not prefer it, because Mendeley is already offering many good features. Then you can also import from another reference manager. If you are using some another reference manager and you are not finding it, easy, comfortable, then you can use Mendeley. You can just export from there and import into your Mendeley web or desktop interface. You can simply drag and drop the files and folder and add into your Mendeley profile. You can also, add web pages, right? Google Scholar, as you can see, I mentioned before, using a web importer feature on both the interfaces. You can simply browse web pages for your research work, for your related research work, and then you can simply, with the help of web importer, add those web pages into your Mendeley library, and from there on you can cite it into your document research, basically research work. And finally, if you are preferring the web interface, no problem. There you can sync and get everything available onto your desktop interface. If you are using the desktop interface, you can simply sync there and get everything available on the web interface. So that is how it works on both ends. So let us look at these steps, everything in detail. So how to add directly from the research catalog. As you can see, this is your web interface, right? We have just created a few minutes back. So you can see when this page gets, uploaded on your browser, you can see there is a search area where you can type the relevant search term. Like I have typed here business intelligence, nothing was there. So I type business intelligence, you can type your own research interest and click on the search button. Now this Mendeley research catalog helps you to get the most relevant article based on your search term for you. And it will also help you to get some open access, documents which you can later add into your Mendeley library. So let us try this. So I have typed business intelligence there and I have clicked on the search, assume. So there I have been redirected. As you can see, two screens I have added on this slide, the left screen and the right screen, so that I can show you more results. So based on the search term business intelligence, I got this results, right? I got many research and literatures based on my search terms with the help of Mendeley library and a search catalog. And I can see many research papers are available. So what options are available for me? I can simply click on this button, add to library, and make it available to my Mendeley library, right? I can also view PDF if this available. Like in this case, I can also click on the view PDF button and I can see the entire PDF. I can read it there in the browser itself. Or I can also search with this search term. I can also click on the related link and I can get more related literature work available on the Mendeley research catalog. So that is how it is really helpful to do search. I have come across many of my friends, they don't know where to get the relevant research material. They just keep searching in the Google unnecessary. Google gives you many unnecessary things most of the time. So if you really want the quality research material, you should go to the research databases very very nicely and thoroughly covered by the Rajkumar sir, as you know in the previous session. So you can go to those respective platforms and get the relevant research for your research writing and further publication. But basically, this is how Mendeley works. The Mendeley research catalog works. Now I have clicked on this view PDF, right? Then I have redirected to on this page, or you can click anywhere. Like you can click on this research title as well, and you will be redirected here. As you can see, I have redirected to the Science Direct, Elsevier Science Direct website. Therein I can see some research article details are mentioned along with the author details, DOI, right? And yes, the view PDF button is also available from the Science Direct. Get citation button is also available from the Science Direct. Because I have installed the desktop interface, so I have also got a button from the Mendeley to view a PDF in the Mendeley itself. So that is how many options available, right? So I can simply get this article as easy as possible, which is very relevant to my research. I'm conducting research in business intelligence org. So accordingly, so I can get the most relevant research article from the Mendeley research catalog, and I just add into my Mendeley library. From there on, I can further read it, understand it, and if it is really relevant, if I find it is really relevant to my research, literature review, research work, experimentation, I can add it and cite it accordingly. Then the another option, how you can add files using the file menu available in the desktop interface. So simply click on the file menu, or some buttons are provided. So you can click and you can quickly add files if you are just one or two, or you can add a complete folder into your Mendeley library. That's so easy. That's how we use softwares, right? So that is how help you to get created your library offline as well using desktop interface. Then watch folder. So how it is different? So you can set a watch folder for your research, for your particular research literatures, and then the Mendeley will do the rest, right? Every time you don't need to open the Mendeley desktop interface or Mendeley web interface, and there you don't need to go to add file or add folder section and add it. You can simply add everything into your folder, which is somewhere on your machine. You can add it there, and the Mendeley will automatically trace and add that newly added document into folder into your Mendeley library. So that is how it is. It is really interesting. So that watch folder is really helpful, because you don't have to worry whether you have added into your Mendeley library or not, right? Then how you can add it manually, as I mentioned, is not easy, because you need to add a complete details of the documents which you would like to refer to your research. So you should avoid it, or many researchers rarely use it, I would say that. Then how you can import from another reference manager like BibTeX, or from EndNote, or from Research Information System, or Zotero, or some other. So you can simply go there, export from those respective citation management software. You can get some bib file, XML file, RIS file, or Zotero's SQLite file. So accordingly, you can import it here and make that research documents available into your Mendeley library. So that is how simply it works. Or you can do this as well. You can export from Mendeley and make that available into those citation software like EndNote, RIS, or Zotero. So it works on both ends. The next, how you can simply drag and drop and add files or folder into your Mendeley library. Like this is I have on my desktop. I can simply drag it and drop into this empty space. And that how I can make it available into my Mendeley library. So see, these are very easy steps. Then while browsing web pages, how you can add the web pages into your Mendeley library. For that, you need to install the web interface. That option is available under tool menu. If you click on this, you will be redirected onto the Mendeley website. There, a plugin will be provided. You need to install that plugin, and it's a kind of browser extension basically. And accordingly, you can cite any page, right, into your research article. You need to add that. I'll show you step by step. This is how you will be redirected once you click there, install web importer, and then it will be redirected to you on your web interface. There you will get some button like this. You need to click on that and you will be redirected on the next part of this. There, it will ask you to add into your browser. You just have to follow the steps the way you add any other extension. Similarly, you can add this official extension or a plugin provided by Mendeley into your browser. You may be using Google Chrome, you may be using Firefox, Safari, or anything else. Accordingly, you can add into your respective browser and make that available later for citing the web pages. So there, now this is how I have just opened the IEEE official website. Suppose I come across any such literature which is very relevant to my research work, my PhD, my research publication and all. So accordingly, I will simply go onto that research web page, right? And I'll locate where is that, in the browser section, I can locate where is that, citation, the web importer got installed. I just click there and I will see this screen will populate. Then I can add into my library, or I can, as I have seen, I have already created folders like artificial intelligence, machine learning, agriculture. I can add it to respective folder or subfolders, and I'll make it available into my library. And from then on, I can cite it into my research paper. So that's how easy it is. Next, and this is the very important and final step. Whatever addition, deletion, organization you do on your web interface or desktop interface. On both interfaces, there is one button, there is one option provided, sync. So you need to click it. At the end of your document management, you need to click on the sync and get that available on your, if you are doing it offline, you can just sync it here and make that available online on your web interface, as I mentioned. And if you do doing your web interface, you can sync there and make it available on offline on your desktop interface. So that is how it works. Finally, this is how it looks like. That is a complete view of your desktop library, Mendeley library. As you can see, all items, all documents, number of folders, subfolders. As you can see, the items you have accessed recently, the items you have added recently, the items you need to review, the items you have starred in your library, items you set as my publications, right? Items you have filtered, tagged accordingly, items you have read, haven't read it, right? You can sort it accordingly using the options provided on the Mendeley desktop. That tab, you can sort it accordingly, the author name, the research title name, the year of publication, the time it's got added into your library. So everything is provided on your desktop interface. Next, how you can organize now your library. I'll again refer to the Rajkumar sir. He has wisely told that how you should, at the beginning itself, how you should think about your research database, whatever research databases or whatever literature reviews you are preparing, adding into your literature article, you need to create folders of folder according to the paper theme, according to the research article theme, according to the conference theme, according to the different chapters you need to create for your PhD thesis. So you can add the relevant and the referred letters article into the respective folders. So Mendeley offers you that features. You can create folders and subfolders accordingly, and then you can add these articles into your folders, right? You can just do that. And that is how it is, right? So now what about filtering? Now you have added over hundreds of articles. Now you don't know which one particular article to open for your current research work. So there is a search option provided. So you can filter, you can type the search term the way you have typed something like business intelligence in the web interface. Similarly, there is a search option provided in the desktop interface also. So there you can type your search term, click on the search. Mendeley will help you to search that relevant search term in the listed document available in the library, as well as it will also search within the document. It will find the most relevant match, the exact match inside the document also. That is a great feature. It just not list the documents, but it will also highlight the text available inside the document, somewhere in the abstract, somewhere in the introduction, somewhere in the later part of the research paper. So that is really great to know and help you to search the documents accordingly for your research reading and further literature review and citations. Then, as you can see, there is a tagging feature also available. You can click on any of the document. This right side panel will get populated. Initially, this tag will be empty, but because you have already created some collections or some topics, so accordingly, you need to refer this document for your conference publications. So you can add a tag here, conference reference, or I could add a tag like Scopus reference. I can add it for PhD thesis writing. I can add it for UGC care reference. And accordingly, later you can filter all such tag documents here using a filter option available on the left side panel of the web interface, right? I have clicked here. If you can see, I have click on the filter by my text. I can see there are 4 tags created by me. So if I click on the conference tag, this research paper I can see only there, because that is the only tag I have created here. But I can create as many as possible, as needed as possible. Then, what if you have added the same document multiple times? Because you have already added over hundreds of documents, right? So there are possible chances that you have added the same document again and again and many times. You just want to avoid or remove those duplicates. So that option is also available in the Mendeley. You just have to click on the tools, go to the check for duplicates option, and from there it will help you to locate all the duplicate documents available in your Mendeley library. And then you can simply click on the merge. You can confirm the merge, and that will get eliminated from here. So that will be the only reference document available. So all the duplicates will be removed. So that is again easy. So basically, when we do not use citation management, so that we came across such duplication many times on our local machines, even on our Google Drive also. We create folders, we create the same folders again and again, and then we keep the same material again and again in different folders, and then just everything will be mess. So to avoid the duplication, that is really a good feature provided by the Mendeley. Next, annotations or highlight. So now there is an option PDF Viewer. You just have to click on any of the document which you would like to read further and understand. So you can click on any of the document that will get opened using the PDF Viewer option of the Mendeley desktop here itself, as you can see, right? That is your main library, the main screen which we are discussing, the 3 different panels and all. But because I have clicked on one of the document and that document got open here in this tab. Now I can read this article line by line and understand what is the author, what research has been conducted by author. Is it relevant to my research? Would I like to refer it? Is it useful to my research? Am I getting any understanding and all? And then accordingly, I can highlight certain sections. I can add some annotations. I can collaborate with my research team also, and I can assist them, help them read this. This may be useful and all. So accordingly, I can add annotations into my PDF. So that is how I can add every possible comment, and I can highlight every possible section of this research paper, and I can simply save it. I can, in the file menu also, there is an option I can export this document with the highlights and annotation as well. It's not just that it is getting created only for the time being. I can save it and I can make it available later on also, right? So that is also option available in the Mendeley. So simply I can do this and save this. Then that is all about the Mendeley web interface and Mendeley desktop. Now we are ready to add citations in our research paper, in our research writing. How to do that? Now we use LibreOffice, we use Microsoft Office, we use Word basically to write the research article, right? That is recommended by most of the publishers to write your research article in the Microsoft Word. So that is how you create your document according to the research template, right? Article template. So what do you need? You need a Microsoft Word plugin. So you need to go to the tools option of the desktop interface. There you will see, because it is already installed, you see uninstall option. If it is not installed, you will see installed MS Word plugin. So you need to just click it there. Again, you will be redirected on the Mendeley website. There you can get the Word plugin. You need to download it. You need to install it. And once you successfully install it, that is how you get a collaboration with Microsoft Office application and your Mendeley application. And then you can use hand in hand both the applications simultaneously and add the citations in your research paper. I'll show you that how to do it. So that is how this references menu is available in the Microsoft Word. And there you can see your the Mendeley features available. As you can see, the Mendeley open Mendeley option also available in the Mendeley site in option section of this menu, where you can see a different citation styles also by default available, like American Medical Association, Political Science Association, Psychological Association, different editions also. It depends on your Mendeley desktop interface version as well as your Microsoft Office version, which one is the latest API citation style is available. IEEE and other you can see, or you can add more styles also. You can go to this part, this menu, you can click it here and it will ask you what different types of citation style you need. You can manually add it also depending on the need of your literature writing and publication to respective journals. So that is how some menus are available, because you have added a Microsoft plugin for citation. Now what further? Suppose you are writing a research article, you simultaneously refer your Mendeley library and you came across a very useful citation that you want to add into your research book. So you can see there is a button available, insert citation. Now again, I will tell you, it depends on the Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word version, how this interface will look like, right? It is look like this way in my Microsoft Office, but it depends whether you are using 7, 10, 13, 16 and all. Accordingly, you can see this. So you can see button like this, or once you click on the insert citation button, this dialog box will get populated where you can just search the author. You can type the author name if you know what exactly you are citing. You can type the title of that research paper. You can type the publication year. You can just type the keyword, any particular keyword if you know, right? And that dialog box will help you, will gives you the list of publications, the research documents available in your library, Mendeley library, so that you can cite it at that particular section of your research paper. Then there is also a cite button available in Microsoft Office 2016. That is also possible. But these two features will work very conveniently. Then you might add one citation, two citation, three citation side by side for one particular, research part, because you have noted something, you have referred something, and you found that the similar research has been conducted by many authors, and you want to refer minimum 2, 3, 4, 5 citations at one place of your research work. But later you also want to merge those citations together, because if you will add those citations one by one by one, it will look like this: the first citation, the second citation, the third, the fourth and fifth, and so on. So you don't want to do this, because the author guideline would not accept this. So what do you want? You just want to merge it like this in a single parenthesis. So you just have to click on any of the citation, or you just have to select all those multiple citations you have added at one place of your research paper. You can select this part. Once you select this part, at this place, a merge citation button will appear like this. You just have to click on that button, and accordingly, these multiple adjacent citations will get merged like this. So that is how an easy feature available on Mendeley for merging citations. Next, sometimes you refer a research article, you added a particular citation style as well, no problem, no doubt. But you would like to also mention a page number in that entire document, that you have referred this particular page or this particular section of the document in your research. So how you can do that? So Mendeley offers that feature as well. You just have to click, when you click on the insert citation button, like mentioned here, then you can type in either the author name, the title of the research paper, or year accordingly, uh, because you would like to cite that into your research work. You just have to click here before clicking OK button. You just have to click on the, that the author name. When you click on it, this part of this dialog box will get populated, will get appear. There you can mention that in author Brown 2013 research paper, you are referring or citing that research, but specifically you are referring to the page number 19. Or you can mention some prefixes or suffixes accordingly, and just click on OK button. And accordingly, that will be seen in your research paper. Finally, it is assumed that you have added all the citations, 50, 20, 30, 100, 200, accordingly, as much needed as required in your research work, in your research paper. And now you are ready to generate the final reference list, the final bibliography. So as you can see, in that part of the reference section, there is an insert library button available. You just have to click there and make that available at somewhere at the end of your research paper in the references section or in the bibliography section. According to the citation style, it will get appear. Either you can see IEEE style basically have those bulleted 1, 2, 3, 4 square bracket numbers, or this APA style could have like this, right? Author names and all. So this will get populated. Later you can just add more formatting into it. You can number it 1, 2, 3, 4 according to the author guidelines or the publication guidelines, and make it available into your reference section. So how it will get populated? It will get accordingly alphabetically, or the way you have cited documents in that order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to the last number. So that is how you can insert your bibliography at the end of your document. So these are some of the references I have mentioned. From there, I have referred all these things. I'll make this presentation available to you as well, so that you can go and see and learn more about it, get more idea about this citation management tool. And I would definitely consider that this will be really helpful to you. And now onwards, you don't do it manually. You will definitely do it using citations management software, and more specifically using this Mendeley, because Mendeley is one of the most popular choices among the researchers, right? So quickly, I'll go to the website and I'll show you everything step by step. Just it will take a couple of minutes. So my screen is visible. Is it? Please let me know. My screen is visible. Okay, fine. Now you can see this is what Mendeley's official website, right? Then I'll just sign into it by clicking on sign in link. It will definitely ask me because I already created an account. So I will share my credentials here. I'll click on continue, right? I need to provide the password. So I sign in. So it will be redirected to this page again. This is my profile, the landing page, wherein I can go to my profile. I explain all the steps in the presentation. I'll quickly show you how you can also do it. So this is my profile. I have mentioned some of my personal details, status, and other things which are the available options. I can see subscription and other options are also mentioned here. I have told you minimum 2 GB space freely available, cloud-based storage is available on Mendeley. Up to that space, you can add documents into your Mendeley. You can get more space. You need to get the subscription. You can buy more space up to 5 GB or 10 GB, or you can get the institutional subscription also. There you would get per user 10 GB space. So it depends what type of subscription you get. Then I'll go to the library. I can simply click. I'll get this. So I can see this is my library, which I have already created. The similar screenshots I have shown to you in the presentations, that I have added some documents here. I can click on add new. I can add more documents. I'll show you how to do it. I have already checked. So this is the desktop. This is my research. Now I would like to add, suppose these 2 deep learning research papers into my library. I have selected only 2. Just open it. So it is syncing. If you can see it here, it is syncing. Depends on the internet connection as well, how much time it will take, right? So this is how it get uploading into my online web interface. So see, 2 documents get added. When they get added, I can see time as well. I can filter it accordingly by authors, by year, by title, by source, or by the time I have added into my Mendeley library, right? See, this is the recent timing. Now, because those papers are based on machine learning, I just want to do, because I just want to group them or collect them accordingly. So I have selected both of them. I want to organize them into, a particular group or a collection. So I would click on collection. As you can see, I've already created some collection. These are created by me. By default, nothing was there. So you can do it here. So these are machine learning based papers. So I've added into that. Added. Right. So that is how it's get added. Now, when I click on all references, I can see all the papers available in my library. But when I click on machine learning, I can see only 2 papers which I have added recently. So that is how you can filter it out very quickly. So I can add and filter research papers accordingly into my collections or groups also. Like I have created groups, like I would like to refer one paper for conference, the another paper for, suppose for my PhD thesis. So accordingly, I can do it, right? So that is the feature. Now I'll go to the desktop interface and I'll show you that as well. So many things are available. The rest of the things you can practice yourself. Now I just want to highlight, right? So if I go to there, all references, I can see these 2 research papers are added. I haven't synced it again. Let's see whether this got automatically synced or I need to click on this 6 button to make it available on my desktop application. So there is my desktop application. Just a moment, I need to share the full screen. Okay, I'll share the desktop view. There. Can you see it? Please let me know. Okay, you can see it, right? So this is my desktop application. As I have shown you during the presentation, it is asking me for my presentation credentials for the very first time. So I'll provide the same credentials because I want to access the same library, same profile. So there, I'm providing it to Mendeley desktop application. I just sign in. I can keep it signing also. Then see. Can you see my screen? Please let me know. Okay, it got stuck. So where it is? Here it is. Can you see it now? Okay, fine. So there you can see this is my desktop application look like, right? So these are the papers. These are the collections I have created. The similar one available on my web interface. I can get all this folders, subfolders recently added also. Can I see recently added? Nothing is there. And if I click here, I can see the right panel get populated. Sometimes the details are not correct, not are available. So you can search for it. If something is available through Mendeley research catalog, it will get available. If not, you can add it manually later on. If details are correct, you can click on that. You can add pages. See, by default, pages are not provided in this particular article. You need to check how many pages are available. Accordingly, you can add pages like 347 to 547 like this. Then I can sync it. I want to see it. Is that available into machine learning folder? Yes, it got automatically synced. Have you checked that? We added that onto the web interface, and now that is available on my desktop interface as well. Now I want to read it further. I will simply double click on it. It's get open into this Mendeley desktop interface itself. I don't need any PDF reader for it. I'll simply refer it. I'll read it. If needed, I'll highlight a particular section like this, right? I simply highlight it. Suppose I want to add annotation, I can do that as well. I copied it basically. So I can add any annotation. Let's see. I can do anything basically, right? Or any comment I can give it. For now, I have just given this comment. So I would like to use this reference for UGC care. Let's assume that is very relevant to my research, and I just want to get that to my UGC care research paper writing. So that is how I can do it. Now I have highlighted the section. I have added the comment. I can simply go here. I can export with annotations, and similarly we get saved, and I can use it later on. So I don't have to do it again and again if I open the same document again. So that is really useful, right? And you can see all the options available here for including, exporting, and all. I've shown it already. Then what about the duplicates, right? So as you can see, minimize it. I can go to tools option and I can check for duplicates if some duplicates are available in my library or not. Let me close this and I check it again, check for duplicates. So no duplicates found. What if there would be duplicates? So let me add the similar documents again. This is research. These are the deep learning and I would like to add it. It's get added, right? But automatically it is asking me for this 2 documents selected, and these are basically duplicates, and it is asking you for merge, right? Let me check the all documents. So I got these documents available, 28 documents available. Again check. Yes, some of the documents got detected. Let me merge it. So it got merged. Two documents have been merged. Let me check again. So there are no duplicates. So that is how you can do it very easily. Now the main part of it. What about adding this everything into the research work? So let me see it. I'll share the screen again. I'll stop and share it. This one. Can you see it? Please let me know. Can you see my screen? Okay. Can you see my screen? Participants, anybody please let me know. Okay. So now look at this. Can you see my screen? This Word, Microsoft Word. Okay, fine. Now see, this is just a research paper template, a sample research paper template. As mentioned before, it depends where you are submitting or where you would like to submit your research article. According to the research publication, publisher, agency, or the platform, they provide you guidelines for author guidelines or research article submission guidelines, and you need to write and format your research paper accordingly. So this is just a sample template, right? So where you can see there are some guidelines given, right? This is how the research paper look like. I would like to add citations. Suppose I have written this and I came across this part, which I have referred into some other research articles. I have referred this. I have based on the literature review I conducted, based on the relevant research I came across, I found that that research and my research is somewhat relevant. So based on that research finding, I'm proposing this, right? So what I basically doing, I would like to add a citation. I would like to give a credit to those authors, right? So what and how I will do it? I'll just go to the references, click on the insert citation button. Now this is the screen I came across before as well. I'll type either the author name or the title or the year, and I need to check. I could not, even if I type something like A, it will suggest me something, but I don't want to go this by way. I want the exact reference. I really want what exactly I would like to write. So I'll go to my Mendeley and check, okay, this is the research paper, organizational business intelligence and all. I would like to refer into my article. So I'll go there, click on the insert citation button. I'll paste the title there, the entire title, or I could paste the author name also, but you are referring literatures written by same author or multiple authors or different authors. So you may come across multiple literatures of the same author. So I would suggest you to go through by title. So this is the title I typed. I would just click on select, okay, and that is how it's get added. It's taking time. So that is how it's get added here. If you click here, you can see it, right? I have simply added the citation here. I can add more. Now I'll go this way. Okay, right? So as you can see, I can add as many as want, wherever I want, right? Using this citation management tool and this plugin, which I have installed. Now I would like to merge this. So how we can do it? As I told you, when I click on this, I get the edit button. When I click on this, I get the edit button. But when I want to merge this, when I select both or many of this, I can see the merge citation button. I will simply click it and merge it into this one thing, one citation. This will look like this. This got separated by this colon, but that is a single citation now. Now I would like to edit it. Edit. So what part I can edit it? I can add more. I can remove one as well. So let's see. I can remove this one, right? Sorry. can edit this part. Okay, delete it. That's it. That got edited easily. So I don't have to edit here. Basically, Mendeley offers us a very, very beautiful interface where you can simply do it and make the all correction appropriately, right? Now I can add more citation because I want to show you how you can generate the bibliography. So I quickly add some of the citations like anywhere else, like there. I'm referring to second, there, I'm adding another citation. So that is how, okay, I did the same one, add another place, I would like to add it here. So I added 3 citations at 4 places, right? So I can also check the particular style. Now by default, it is American Psychological Association 7th. I can go for IEEE as well. So instead of having, author name and publication year, I can have these numbers as well. As you can see, right? I can have these numbers as well. So it depends what citation style is referred by the publisher or recommended by the conference. Accordingly, you can go for that, right? So that is how I done. I added some citations. At the end, I will go to my last part of the research paper. That is basically some reference section or bibliography section. I just need to click on the insert bibliography button, and that citations gets populated there. As I mentioned, here also I can change the citation style. If I change it, because I see it got changed. Okay, so there I can manually add the bullets and numbering and all, but whichever is preferable as recommended, you should go for it. So that is how it works. So that was all about it. I hope you find it interesting, useful, and helpful as well in future. Thank you. That's all about from me. So that was all about me. Thank you very much.